Alright, so finished up turn 3. A lot of pretty crazy stuff happened over here, so I'm going to go kind of slow, make sure I don't mess any of it up. Basically, big thing were orcs over in this building here. They moved out and just attacked this Chimera with just their choppas. You know, strength was 4 plus a d6, so we're going to need 6s to hurt that thing. But we had enough attacks, we were able to do it. And then they were able to do a consolidate 6 inches and get back into the building. Over on this side, I was hoping maybe one of you guys might know if I did the rule right here, but these guys were locked in combat. Did a couple wounds to the guard and nothing to the bike, one wound to the bike. Nope, I'm saying that wrong. There was no wounds over here. One to the bike. The bike had to take a morale check, lost, so they've got to go back to their side, but it's blocked, you know. They can't get over there without going around. So I was figuring it's a helicopter, they can just fly over. So what I did is I had the helicopter just fly over that direction. Over on this far flank, my thoughts were have these helicopters just line up some shots, hurt these autocannons, maybe get them to break. They were all misses. Rocket launcher and a big shooter, all misses. And again, this other big group of orcs stayed here. The end of the orcs' turn, I had, we were down to 3 victory points because they still had this, moved away from that, so they lost that, but then so that's 2, but then they had 1 because they got the first kill over on the side with the Chimeras. And then Imperial Guard were still holding down 2. On the Imperial Guard's turn, basically these autocannons returned fire, hand wiped out the helicopters completely. Had some pretty good rolls, strength 7 shots. Really did some damage to these helicopters. And if that didn't work, I had some flamer shots lined up. The Lemon Rust turned off to the left. These guys just moved up to start working on that objective, and Commander's sticking in the middle. During the shooting phase, the Lemon Rust went ahead and fired at that helicopter, knocking that out. And the guard had to jump out of the Chimera, and they moved over into here. Returned some fire during shooting, knocked out a couple orcs. So right now it's not looking very good for the orcs. One thing I did think of was playing a 500-point game and the Imperial Guard having 250 extra points. That's a lot in a 500-point game. If this was a 1,000-point game, it'd be something they'd be able to make up, but we'll see how turn 4 goes.